Another thing that I can do with objects, once I have them placed to my satisfaction, so for example, if I want the tops of my objects evenly distributed and I want them centered in vertical alignment, once I have them placed the way I want them, with my object selected, I can go up to Object, Group, and it will create what's called a group from my objects. This means that the objects are linked together as though they were a single object, and if I select them and move them, they move together as a whole. This way, if you set up a particular part of your layout that you like and you want to keep, but you may need to move it within the page, you can have that part set up and grouped, and then easily move it, maintaining the proportions that you've already set up. Now, once my objects are in group mode, you can see that it's hard to select them individually, but I may at some point want to change something in my group. In order to do that, I double-click on the object within the group, and I enter what's called isolation mode. That means that these objects are still grouped, but now I have the ability to edit this selected object. So you see I can move that rectangle independent of the other items, even though they're all still considered grouped. So once I click somewhere off of that, now when I select it, you can see that my group is still grouped together, but I was able to move that square by entering isolation mode. I'm going to ungroup my objects for a minute because I want to show you one more thing. So to ungroup them, I go up to Object, Ungroup, and now when I select them, you can see that they're all individual objects again. The last thing I want to point out in this lesson quickly is that if I want to, I can lock my objects to the page so that I can't accidentally move or alter them. In order to do that, I select the object I want to lock, and I go up to Object, Lock. And now, you see a little lock icon show up on my object, and when I try to click it, I'm unable to select it. This can be useful if you're trying to work with certain elements on the page and you have certain elements that you want to leave in place and not have edited or altered. Once I'm finished, if I need to go back and edit this object, I can go up to the Object menu and tell it to unlock all of the locked items on the spread.